I was going to say it reminds me of Christmas, and I couldn't figure out why.
Funny.
That's why, buddy.
I couldn't figure out why it reminded me of Christmas.
Yes,
thank you. That's been driving me crazy. Welcome to Church Jams Now. I'm your host, not Kylan Savage. I'm your host, Josh Olson. Kylan will be joining us shortly. To be a surprise at any moment whenever he joins us. But in the meantime, I'll be running this ship. This is my podcast.
Benevolent Everlord.
Right. I have officially taken over. But it's not just me. I am joined by some lovely faces tonight. I, of course, have with me, as always, Mr. TJ Smith. Hey, TJ.
Josh, hey man, I know this is a dangerous thing to say, but I have to leave you now. I know Kylan's not with us.
Oh.
And I get that it's bad timing, but...
I wasn't planning for this.
I hope you don't lose control, man. If you do, sooner or later, you're going to be okay. I promise.
Okay. All right.
I got to go.
It took me too long to understand what was going on.
Well, it looks like we have the whole episode to figure it out because it's just going to be you and me, Bethany. So I'm also joined by our friend, by TJ. It's been fun. Thanks for joining us. Great input tonight. Man. Yeah, you crushed it.
Good luck with everything.
Special guest joining us tonight is Miss Bethany Johnson. Hi, Bethany.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Returning from, what was it, Volume 12 when you came on and did Beautiful Letdown?
Yeah, probably.
Well, and then we did Zoe Girl with the ladies.
Girl.
Oh, yeah, the ladies takeover.
Oh, that was
good times.
That was
alternate dimension.
That was fun.
I'm surprised you guys are back from the alternate dimension.
Yes.
I'm glad
that you made it over here.
Our way back.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear that.
Yes. So
we made it through the portals.
Mm-hmm. Excited to have you back, Bethany. We're talking about a big record tonight, kind of again. This is a new thing for the show. So you may, eagle-eyed listeners out there are like, wait, didn't they cover The End Is Not the End already? And we did, kind of. We had AJ from House of Heroes on to talk about this big record, which is our most requested record from all the listeners to talk about on the show. And so we had him on, but we didn't feel like we could, have AJ on and get like a backstory and do or interview stuff and talk about all 15 songs on this record because, guys, there are 15 songs on this record. It's pretty long. Yep. So we didn't do our usual track by track, but TJ expressed interest in coming back to do a track by track. And then when the episode came out, a lot of people were reaching out like, aren't y'all going to do a track by track? Which is, it's nice to hear. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying us going through all the songs like that.
So for anybody that asked, here it is. You better be listening out there.
We got a lot of questions for it. We're like, well, I guess we got to do it. So we're doing it.
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. We're going to return to the house.
Yeah. So I've got, with all the heroes. Very nice, TJ. So I've got some research, but I already went through and did the research on AJ's episode. So I'll kind of just like briefly kind of go through things again. Yeah, as a refresher. Of course. So, House of Heroes, of course, is from Columbus, Ohio. Members are Tim Skipper on vocals, friend of the show AJ Babcock on bass, Colin Rigsby on drums, and for this record, Jared Rigsby on piano, moog, and vocals. The record, The End Is Not the End, that we're talking about today, again, The End Was Not the End, was released on September 23rd of 2008. It's 17 years old at the time of recording. This was House of Heroes' third LP. It was released on Mono vs. Stereo and then Goatee. So it was released on Mono vs. Stereo in 2008 and then re-released on Goatee in 2009. And I was listening to Brad Moist's The Rumors Are True interview. Shout out to Jeremy and Brad. And it sounds like there was some label reorganization whenever Reliant K took over Mono vs. Stereo around this time, which is probably why they originally came out on Mono vs. Stereo and then Goatee and then maybe why the record was somewhat delayed. I've heard a little bit of that as well. So that could be some of the reasoning why. It was produced, of course, by a friend of the show, Mark Lee Townsend. And I want to shout out it. Mixed by Jerry McNeely, who we love a good Jerry mix.
Mm-hmm.
The album proper has 15 songs at 54 minutes and 38 seconds. And that's really all my research refresher.
Kylan's not here to groan, so
I know.
we're just going to skip right
I
past
know,
that.
look at that. That was the easiest research section I've ever done.
You want to know a nerdy stat? I was like,
please.
So I was,
let's go.
You know, what's fascinating about this album to me, among many things, is they fit so much lyrically into fairly short songs for what, I mean, especially for prog rock, you know, like I think they could kind of fish their way into that genre. So I averaged out the song length for each.
Okay.
And nice. The average song length came in at 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So all in all, I mean, they're fairly short songs, especially like I said, when you consider lyrically what they cram in there.
Totally. That's well within like a pop runtime. So that is impressive.
It's true. There were multiple songs when I was re-listening this past week that I looked down at the timestamp whenever they are like hitting the bridge. I'm like, it's a minute and a half, and they've already done 2 verses and 2 choruses. Like they're packing a lot in there. So
they are,
but it feels long.
And they do a lot of those linear like style songs that still like they return, but they're still artsy. Like they're weird and like I don't know. They mix it up quite a bit. Yeah. So that's another point of like the songs aren't that long. They're interesting. They're lyrically dense. They're musically complex.
They're cinematic. Pretty cool. In an interesting kind of way. Yeah.
We're here covering this again. You know,
it's true. And TJ,
for anybody wondering out there,
I would love to hear, because you were the main catalyst before all the listeners joined you in us wanting to cover this record properly. And I would love to hear about your experience with this record.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned it. I mentioned it a bit on our episode with AJ, but I came to this late. You know, like that. Like they, for whatever reason, this album just somehow skipped over me, or I skipped over it. I don't know what I was doing with my life, but I just like didn't. It didn't hit for me for whatever reason, and. I just feel like that's a tragedy because it's so of a time and of a sound that I loved and love. Like the best, their sort of buddies, like, or label pals, like Reliant K and The Wedding, like these bands that Mark Lee Townsend has a lot of influence and crafted a sound, or knew how to like help elevate a sound that a band would bring to the table. There's just like you said, Bethany, there's a lot of lyrical density. There's so much happening sonically, and I feel like this record just needed a fair shake. Not just like the inside scoop with AJ, but like our sort of classic coverage, because I wanted to dig into it more than we had the chance to with AJ. That episode was killer. I loved, chatting with him and getting his take on everything, and a lot of the peeks behind the pop filter on the process of making this album. But I also was just like, I want to just be a fan, and like, since I didn't get that chance, like when it first came out, to kind of nerd out with, whoever else would have been listening to it at the time, like I did with other albums, your Two Lefts, your Polarity, like. I feel like I had that moment. I got to appreciate it in real time, and so this is me just trying to go back in time. Basically, I'm trying to Marty McFly this whole experience for myself. It's very selfish, really, but no. And I was just so stoked that Bethany, you were down to join us, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this album and how it kind of hit for you. Since I clearly was just living under a rock for some reason.
That's
I'm
so
so
crazy.
glad I found it.
Did you
I had to talk about it with you guys.
Know about House of Heroes back then?
Oh yeah,
you did. Okay.
Yeah, I can't explain why I missed this album or why it just didn't hit for me the way it 100% should have. Like, I have no reasonable.
Well, the world was different too. Like our exposure was kind of determined in large part by what was available either on the radio or friends talking about an album, what we saw on the shelf at Best Buy, like whatever it was. So. Yeah,
I kind of think it just like didn't, like they were a band that didn't come across the like the mailers that like my youth group, like youth leader got, like I think they like House of Heroes just like didn't get that CD, did not make it for whatever reason, and so I didn't
so
hear
sad. I'm like sad
I
for
know.
you. We're here
I know.
to heal your childhood trauma tonight.
Yes.
Of missing
I have
out on
the
Thanks,
mono
Bethany.
versus stereo version that I have. It actually is from Interlink, another music resource for youth ministry from Interlink.com.
See,
That is fantastic.
case in point, right there.
I didn't even know what Interlink was until a month or two ago. Someone asked us
I
about
didn't
it.
know till this moment. So.
No, they're like, "Are you guys going to cover Interlink?" I'm like, "I have no idea what that is, so probably
talking
not." Yeah, but
It was something we all, benefited from, but didn't know,
What
didn't
it was.
understand. Yeah,
mhm.
it's wild.
Okay. Bethany, I would love to hear from you since this was one of the records. We talked about this off mic, but one of the records that you texted about wanting to cover a long, long time ago with us.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear your history with this record.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So obviously I feel like I can't come on here without mentioning Power FM, like it
course,
just for Dallas Fort Worth area,
Oh, yeah.
Hearing them,
89.7.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was In the Valley of the Dying Sun, the first one that I ever heard. And I was like, what is this? Like, this is fantastic. Like, it was nothing like I had ever heard up to that point. Like I said a bit ago, like just a little bit more cinematic and theatrical in a way. Like, and I, as a lyricist, like the storytelling was always so like it called to me. And like, I didn't understand what the heck he was talking about, but I just knew I loved it. And like, so yeah, I've been a fan for a very long time. In 2011 or 2012, this was like before Google Maps and everything. So we like printed off a map from our computer, but I gifted two of my sisters tickets to a concert for House of Heroes in Oklahoma. And nice. Lord knows how we got there without getting lost, but we went and it was such a fantastic time. It was so random. It was in this church. We're literally standing like at the steps to the altar watching House of Heroes play. And it was an absolutely fantastic memory. And to this day, I mean, I listen to this album at least once a year. I've lost my voice screaming to these songs several times with my sisters, and it's been an important album to me for a long time. And I think in a lot of ways shaped a lot of what I value now in music. And yeah.
Right on.
Pivotal record. Very cool. Was that like, were you listening to this album when it came out?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So were you a House of Heroes fan at that time, or was this the album that made you? Okay.
This was the intro. Like, and I can't, it's so long, and I'm not as much of an audiophile as you guys are. So like, I don't even remember if I heard but for Bullet Wound, like, I don't even remember if that came out before or after, but like this was my intro into everything House of Heroes.
Okay. Yeah. I think that definitely preceded it. That was on their self-titled, I think in like 2005.
I think you're right. That does sound right.
Yeah. Very cool. Nice. Well, we got an OG. That's great. Because I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with y'all. Because I didn't get into House of Heroes until 2012. I know I had seen the music video for Serial Sleepers on one of like the music video compilation DVDs that my parents bought me. So I had seen that, but that was literally all I knew about House of Heroes. And then, I don't know, whenever this album came out, and I was like going to Jesus Freak Hideout all the time. And for some reason, which I know they're like the biggest fans of House of Heroes there. So for some reason, until 2012 happened, I just wasn't aware of them. But they were kind of a big artist for me because I haven't ever talked about it, but I feel like I kind of went through, this sounds really dumb, but we talk about Delser a lot, but there was, after things ended a little weird with Delser, and I feel like I kind of went into like a musical depression where like I wasn't like discovering new music like I had been for years prior to that point. Things felt really stale and stuff like that. And they were like one of the first bands that I kind of like rediscovered, that kind of like, oh, I'm getting back into discovering music again and like finding new bands and whatnot. It was actually U2 was like the first one I feel like that really kind of helped pull me out, grease the wheels, then House of Heroes. And then I found Thrice later in the year, and we all know how that turned out.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So good year.
That'll bring you out of your depression.
Man. That definitely will. It definitely will. But at that point, Cold Hard Want had already come out because that was the first album I got from them. And then I went back to The End Is Not the End.
That's 2012, right?
2012. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I got to see them a couple times. I don't know if it was. I saw them once also at a church up in Plano, Bethany, your old stomping grounds.
Oh man,
yeah,
that would have been so much easier than driving to Oklahoma.
So much easier, yeah. And then I also saw them they played at the Prophet Bar in like February. I remember it was like winter of like 2014 or something like that. And then they also played it earlier. Before then, they played at like an acoustic show at Adrian Hummel from Power FM. His house. They played a show at his house before the show, so I got to see like them acoustic. And then
I forgot we talked about this.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, and then they played the Prophet Bar, and it was great because they rip live. So
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Well,
how could they not?
How could they not? No, we'll get into that because that's a big thing of like, why wasn't this band huge? So we've already talked about. I mean, I don't know. Should we flop or pop? With flop pops? What would you predict? I think we were all coming in. I'm guessing everyone's going to predict a bop.
Ooh,
but I could be
Can
wrong.
we also predict Kylan's since he's not here, but he's going to join us
that'll
later?
be fun. That'll be the true test.
That's good. Yes.
Yep.
Do you have an idea, DJ? What would you like to say for him?
Yeah, I think obviously we had our whole episode with AJ, and we were pretty congratulatory overall, obviously. But I want to like try to give Kylan the benefit of the doubt that he would go in with a good objective critique, because we're nothing if not, podcasts with integrity and opinions, and we love to bloviate. So
absolutely,
lest I do that more, I'll just go ahead and say I think Kylan would give this a bop. Genuinely, that he would just like predict a bop for himself for this, because there's a lot to love in this album that I think would resonate with him.
Despite the runtime.
The track list number and runtime.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm going to say that I feel like I said something similar maybe, just about my like take on the album, like going into our first listen when we had AJ on, when I was like having my mind blown. But I think my general like, assumption about it was that it would rule, because just knowing like Mark Lee Townsend and JR, it's like they're like tastemakers, like they work on good stuff, and so that was a good sign. And yeah, I don't know, the art's cool, so
it is cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna predict a bop for Kylan and for myself.
All right. I mean, I feel comfortable saying it would be a bop for me, and I'm gonna guess Bethany would also say it's a bop for her.
For sure.
Sounds like
you've guessed correctly.
Oh, good, good. I do have a favorite song prediction for Kylan, because we did. I mentioned my favorite song, and Kylan and TJ mentioned his favorite song on our episode with AJ. So I can't guess for that, because unless it's changed, which it could have. But I'm gonna guess Kylan's is "Babies Are Red."
Yeah. Yes,
I can see that. It's so tongue in cheek.
100%. I think of him when I hear that song.
No, I was expecting in that episode him to talk about that was his favorite song.
I know. It was crazy that we didn't spend more time on that.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have done almost an entire episode on that song alone.
And I'm sure he'll be here. It's late in the track list. He'll be here by then, I'm sure, to talk about his favorite song, which you heard here first.
That's right.
So with that, then, I guess we can take our little break, and then we'll come back and dive into The End Is Not the End. Welcome back. Kylan's still not here, but I've got Bethany and TJ. I don't normally do this. It's a little weird, but we're doing it anyway.
Great.
Kylan's going to jump in at any time. It's going to be great. Excited to have him back. But you know what? We're having a great time. Bethany and TJ are still here. This is the part of the show where Kylan comes out and likes to ask if anyone has any overall thoughts on the record. And I would like to posit that same question here to y'all. Does anyone have anything overall they would like to speak about for the record before we dive in track by track?
Well, I feel like one important question is, it seems as though there are two versions of this album. Mm-hmm. Has anybody else come across this?
Yes.
The Spotify track list, I don't think is the original track list.
That's correct.
For the last two songs. Okay. Y'all may have talked about that when you had AJ on.
I don't think we did dive into... Did we dive into that?
Oh, really?
I think we touched on it briefly.
Okay, we did. Yeah.
I'll say I don't know if that was on mic or after we finished the episode, but I think we at least chatted with him about it briefly. But
yeah, I was curious if y'all had any insider information as to why that is, or
Oh, Bethany, I've got props for my presentation.
look
To answer
at him.
that
He's ready
very
to
question, yes. Thank you for giving me this
Listeners,
opportunity.
Josh has all the physical media.
You want to just crinkle it here?
Yeah, give us some Foley work there.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you
ASMR.
go. Okay, let me take you back to 2008. So when this album
Josh,
was
is
originally
that still
released-
sealed?
No, I just have like a little
thought it was
CD
sealed.
cover on it thing.
That's amazing.
Gotta protect them, you know. It
Look
would be
at
cool
you.
if it was.
Collectors.
Yeah,
Right?
gotta do what you gotta do. When they live in boxes, they have to be kept safe. So when this album was originally released was in 2008 on Mono versus Stereo. It had just the 15 songs on it so it goes all the way through Field of Daggers. But then they did have in the second half of Field of Daggers, they had The Young and the Brutal was a bonus track on track 15 as well. So it had that hidden track on there, but it was just up through Field of Daggers. And then I think whenever they had to rebrand, go through Goatee and everything like that, the album was reissued. Artwork's a little bit different. And then the back is also a little different. If you want to see, this is Mono versus Stereo. This is the Goatee version.
Oh, yeah.
You can see a little bit there.
A little
But on the Goatee version, they dropped The Young and the Brutal as a hidden track and then added New Moon and Ghost as official bonus tracks. And I think that was a way to entice people to buy the record again if they wanted to, since they were like, oh, we're on Goatee now, but we got to repress it. How do we entice people? So,
well, and this was like the height of iTunes too, so like it would make sense, you know, for
album only purchases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Classic. Yeah.
Yep.
So I believe that is why you had the two different track lists on there.
That is fascinating. Yeah, I was curious.
I love that they're like 15 song record. What do we need to do? Add more songs.
Two more.
Yeah.
More songs.
More songs.
That's the answer.
What everyone
More is more.
always needs. Yes.
I mean, that's what I want most of the time.
Yeah. Hey, you got 70 something minutes on a CD. You can fill up, pull it all in there, you know, max out that runtime.
Might as well.
TJ, do you have any overall thoughts on the record? Anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, I just wonder how different I would be today if I had heard this album when it came out. It could have been like earth shattering for me, guys. We can't know, but it's an interesting thought experiment. Yeah. That's all I want to say.
No, it would have been cool because you would have been like, what, 18, 19 when this record came out in like 2008?
Yeah, something like that.
That would have been like prime time.
Oh,
for
yeah.
you to just be enjoying this record off at college.
But I'm glad it got to me eventually.
Hey,
that's right. That's all
better
that
late
matters.
than never.
Right.
I will say I read an interesting theory about this record where someone essentially laid it out in 3 different acts where tracks, I think it was 1 to 5 were like a call to war. And then tracks 6 through 9 were like the inner battle, like a crisis of faith situation. And then 10 to 14 were like reckoning with loss and grief, like post-war. And then the last bit, depending on which version of the album you have, was like the redemptive tracks. And so it was interesting as I listened back, kind of keeping that in mind. So I don't know. It's up to the listeners to see if they feel that tracks with what they're hearing. But I thought it was a fascinating theory.
You know, I love some good headcanon, Bethany. So
especially on a concept but not concept record.
Right. Exactly.
Gives you a lot of room to play with. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's great. I love that sort of theory on the themes of this album. Yeah, because we talked with AJ about the whole like the war of it all. So that part definitely I think resonates and feels like that would hold some water. I don't know about if they would speak to the rest of that,
right?
But like I bet they would love to hear it. So hopefully AJ's listening to this and is like,
I'd love to hear his feedback.
He'll take credit for that too. He'll be like, yeah, we totally thought of that. Yeah.
Totally.
I didn't say that on the episode because I wanted
I'm glad
that
people are finally figuring it out. Yeah.
Secret Easter egg, but Bethany cracked it.
Look at me go.
Or whoever the blogger was, Reddit or whatever.
Nice.
But no, that's cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Man, great overall thoughts. Well, let's get into the first song on this record.
Yeah, baby.
Intro. My only big note is this feels like an MLT idea, like similar to what he did on Polarity of like making their intro track after the fact. This totally seems like something that he would do, of pulling the string section and being like, hey, we could do this as an intro. So that's
a dash of flavor just to like add some drama to the whole album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it. I feel like it's a perfect like curtain opener. Like we're preparing for something heavy in a way, but I don't know. I love the cinematic vibe. I will always be a sucker for some strings, so it's beauty to me.
Yeah, and I love that it's kind of going back to the theory you brought to us there, Bethany, about like preparing for war and then like the redemption. I love that it's the string section of Babies Are Red, and that being
I said that too.
Like, sort of like a foreboding, like omen almost of like, we're going to war. Not yet, but we'll get there.
It's coming.
And that's like the crux, if that's sort of the crux of the album or the heart of the album or the like the act 2 like conflict of the album, it's nice that we're like starting with a little taste of that. That is kind of heavy, but it's like with
it sounds nice. Of like,
exactly. So there's a little juxtaposition there, which is really cool.
Oh, I like that a lot, TJ. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody thought of that. I don't know.
Only if that was the actual canon for the record. Let's get into track 2. If
I could be in love if you wore that dress every day. With your hair just so and your eyes are gray, you make a beautiful.
We talked to AJ about this because this is by far the most streamed song on the record and in their catalog, and I was just curious.
Oh wow,
how they thought about that. But yeah, and just as an opening to the record, do you guys like it as an opening to the record?
Killer,
I love it.
Since it's not like within the theme of what we'll get into, but does that work for you guys?
In fact,
sonically,
let's spend a lot of time talking about this as an intro track, Josh, because I'm going to call Kylan out because he's not here, so he can't offer any
himself.
rebuttal.
I love it.
And he's not going to know until he hears this episode. But like, Kylan dubbed himself at some point in the podcast like the intro guy. We've been talking about what we think about intro tracks for as long as this podcast has existed. And it's very funny to me that Kylan was just like, I'm the intro guy.
This is my thing.
I just let him do it because I was like, cool, man. Yeah, like, you found your lane. Go for it, buddy. But Kylan, if you're listening now, we all like intros. Otherwise, what would we be doing on this podcast? Like, we like dramatic
I don't
arcs.
even listen to the first couple songs on the record. I'm like, start track 4 for me. I don't even need the beginning of it.
He doesn't even want the first 3.
I don't think people actually front load records. If they do, I haven't ever heard those songs. So
yeah, who needs them? With that said, Bethany, the person that isn't on our podcast every episode, please tell us how you feel about this intro track, because there are other people out there that like intro tracks.
Yeah, Kylan.
I'm done.
No, I love it. I definitely agree. It's like kind of strange in the context of like the half concept of the whole record, but like sonically, I love it. I think it's like playful. You've got like elements like the little accents with like the cowbell and the triangle, and they've got a whistle at one point. Like it's just chef's kiss. I just feel like it's a playful intro. Almost feels like a parody with like talking about the Bride of Frankenstein, and like I don't know. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. Agreed.
I just had this thought, since you put like this timeline, because I've always like thought of this record, obviously it's like you're half concept, half not, or whatever. But if we're going by that proposed timeline that you found, this could be kind of setting up the character of like, these are the things our character is concerned about, like petty things. I could be in love if you did this. Like he's very flighty kind of thing, and then goes to war, and then by the end of the record is like, oh, like a change, and like has such an like more appreciation towards life, and has gone through serious stuff that like all these petty things in this that he deals with now. Well, you're like, oh, look at that character growth from there. So
yes,
it works in that regard. That. That's cool.
100%. And something that occurred to me just now, I don't think I really clocked this until you started mentioning all the like auxiliary sounds, Bethany, but like between that and the trumpet line that is killer, it's almost like we talk about fake heavy. I think I maybe mentioned that on our episode with AJ and how that's like a high compliment. It's like a fake heavy format song. It's like the format.
Oh, it is.
Like co-wrote this song with the House of Heroes in the best way, which also, it makes it a good opening for, if we're going to like lean into that concept of like a character in his youth, like when he's still kind of innocent and like life's fun and bright and hopeful, full of kind of simple joys and things like that and petty things. Yeah. Like,
I like
it really
that.
works
This is like
on that level.
This is like if they were writing a song for dog problems, but tuned their guitars to drop D accidentally, and then they wrote this song.
Yes. All of that, which is cool. It's a cool opener.
Well, and I love the way he like, it's even like playful, like as far as rhythmically, like I could be in love if like, just so like conditional and like, it's kind of how you would speak in like, in just kind of a trolly
like
kind of way.
Spoken word or something. Like you're being kind of like over the top.
Yeah. I love that. Like rhythmically and lyrically. I think it's fantastic.
I love that, Bethany. I feel like we don't spend enough time talking about lyrical cadence as something that informs the emotional energy or the themes. And I love that you're bringing that to the table because I think that there's so much in vocal delivery that informs that in a song or in an album. So great note. I think you're taking over for Kylan. I think we're good here.
Yeah. He's actually been waiting for this
he
day to
doesn't
happen.
need to join.
Yeah.
He's been
don't make him too happy.
Years.
Yeah. Don't give him what he wants.
That's right. Never mind. Sorry. Kylan, you're stuck with us. You don't have a choice.
You need the curmudgeon on every podcast.
Oh, he'll love that.
He knows. Well, if no one has any other notes on If, then I'm going to lose control. As we go to the next song,
no.
Track 3, Lose Control. Which, let me tell you, this is very close to being my favorite song.
Yes. Well, also, I had to go back and pull up Del Sur's Drifter EP.
Oh my god!
Because I was like, I swear they have an intro that sounds exactly like this intro. Spoiler, you don't, but it just reminded me so much. It's got like a bit of a Southern metal-esque twang to it in the intro, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, there's some wedding vibes.
Yes, very wedding.
A little bit of Jimmy Eat World in there, which makes sense that Josh would love it.
That's probably a lot of it. Yeah. No, this song just has like such big energy, and I think appropriately, like it's called "Lose Control." And the second half of the song, I feel like it's pretty frenetic and pretty crazy and driving. I don't know if I would say it's like the heaviest House of Heroes ever gets, but it's like definitely up there in one of those moments for them, which I really love. And then this song, like kind of like what you were talking about, TJ, with like their linear song structures, like they're not full linear because they do hit verses and choruses and stuff like that. But I feel like once you get, like we were talking about, once you kind of get to the bridge of the song, everything from there, you're like, we don't know where we're going to go. We can go any direction.
The territory is
unmapped. It kind of becomes linear at that point. And it's awesome having like a half traditional pop structure song, and then the second half would be like, and now we go wherever we want to go.
Totally agree. It's so fun that they just like fused classic pop with like kind of more like art, like avant-garde songwriting, and that bridge is really cool. I wonder, like Bethany, do you have any thoughts on the lyrics or the vocal delivery, anything? Because I feel like we could talk a lot about that.
Absolutely. Well, first, I mean, speaking of the bridge, like I feel like this is it's your first glimpse in this album at just their incredible bridge writing. Like I feel like so many of these songs, the bridges are like just such peaks of the songs.
Killer.
And
like
so many of the lyrics, like when he's talking about, and I don't know if y'all covered this with AJ, but like it's supposedly written from the perspective of some sort of like a double agent. And like, so when you read the line, I do the evil that an honest man can't, like just the idea of like kind of the necessity in some, like if you look at it that way, the necessity of someone doing the dirty work. And like the whole album kind of bridges the gap of like your humanity and when killing is justifiable and when it's necessary, like, and just the lyricism of it. And like one of my favorite parts, and I think it's on the bridge when he says, I have no past, and he emphasizes that T, and there's something about it that's like the point of, I don't know, it just brings in an element of like a stop, like this is where it
like
stops.
Finality.
Yes, exactly. So just another example of just their lyricism and the way that their delivery enhances what they're saying.
I agree because and this sort of kind of coalesces with what you're saying, Josh, about the fusion of like the pop songwriting with a little more like artful singer-songwriter kind of stuff, but being taken to 11 in a rock context. Sometimes for me, the choruses could feel a little
kitschy,
sugary. Yeah. And like, they could land, a little hollow, but they never do. And it's because they really qualify it with some of that darker stuff, often in the bridges or in like a post-chorus or a pre-chorus. And that really like melds all together that, like, a line like I roll with the foxes and hunt with the hounds, like that could feel a little, I don't know, just like overly saccharine. But like it doesn't because of that bridge. The death that makes your life seem good, the pain that brings you close to God, the prophet warning of the flood, the answer you misunderstood. Like you said, the evil that being like the thing that can do the evil that the honest man can't, living in the shadows, no future and no past. Like pretty dark and like confidently so. Like there's no wavering. Like there's a real like swagger about it.
He doesn't feel sorry for it. Yeah.
No. Yeah, he owns it. And like that's what kind of makes some of those more pop leaning moments really work for me. Because like you do need a little sugar after that dose of salt, So it's a killer song. And it's like there's a real flow to it too, with like the halftime chorus where it opens up and feels very like that fake heavy comes in. And I mean there's a Dylan evocation where like we're getting like kind of a little bit of everything that I don't know. It's kind of a perfect song. Yeah. I don't know how it wasn't my favorite.
No, it's
like it's
so close.
Amazing.
It's so close. Especially like when you're like, I can't pick track 3 on a 15 song record. Like that's too early. I gotta wait a little bit. But yeah. In a lot of my notes, like you could kind of just say the same thing for all these songs going forward. But like this song is a really good example for the bridge of once you get there, they're always changing. There's new things being introduced, and it just feels like there's always something going on, especially because they always have those glorious gang vox happening. They're just coming in and out of every part of every song. And it's like there's always you could just zero in. You could just pick a random 10 seconds at really any point in this record, and you're going to hear like great lyrics, great vocal delivery, like great musicianship, like all those auxiliary percussion stuff you'll hear like their great like gang vocals, or like there's just so much stuff layered in here.
And you'll probably hear like some of those things and then it'll immediately pivot to some other things.
I know.
Like the dynamism, right?
There's so much candy.
Chunk. Yeah. They just fit it all in, man. And Mark knew how to like just put the zest of flavor on top of everything.
That's just like in his wheelhouse too. I feel like it'd be like, any other person could be like, yeah, okay, cool, we did it, the record's over. But then he's probably like, hey, we could put more stuff in these songs, and they're like, all right,
let's put a whistle on this.
I know.
Yeah, let's take time out of our day for you to go in behind a mic and record a whistle.
Just one singular blow.
It needs it. Yes,
to make the record, guys. Sure. And he was right.
And he was right. Of course.
Hats off.
Of course. Well, we didn't lose control as much as I thought we would. But, TJ, I know you said you had to leave.
Do I need to go?
This is where you leave you now. Yes. Thank you. It's been fun. For real, though. But yeah, I appreciate it. Bye. See ya. Track 4. Leave you now. This is the song that I noticed on, because this is a 3 minute and 2 second song. And this was like when it got to the bridge, I was like, it's 1:30 and we're already in the bridge of this song.
I know.
But it doesn't feel like a short song.
Right.
No.
It just hits so much so fast.
And with a catchy look like that, you don't want to overdo it. So like it is good that it's short because
True.
the lick's amazing and you don't want to start hating it.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Because you get overexposed to it.
I did want to ask because what your take on the lyrics are for this song. Because I've always because he starts about saying how he never gave you up, like he worked and like he's been but then the chorus comes in, it's like, I can leave you now. And I'm like, wait, is this a love song or is this not a love song? So I was curious what Mr. Lyrics Man had thought about this.
Well, what's wild is that you could interpret the whole song one way, but then you get to the very last line of the song and you could be totally wrong. We're going to make our way to America.
I know.
That's the thing. I'm like, wait, are they going together?
The whole song is very open and it doesn't really put you in a place exactly until that moment. I guess it's not the last line of the song, but it's like verse 2 and it's the last line of verse 2. So it's kind of like story wise, it feels like kind of the final bit of information that we get about this character.
Well, I think that is like the last line that they sing, I think, because they do sing it at the end again. So it is kind of like the last thought that you have.
And that one line kind of recontextualizes the whole, like the rest of the song, because you could interpret it 1,000 different ways until you get that. And then it kind of locks you in and feels a little more contained. Yeah, it's, I don't know, to connect back to the sort of war concept, are we like residents, the civilians in like a war-torn, country that are trying to make their way to America? Like, I don't know. The Public Enemy thing and like treachery in the bridge is a little confusing too. Not in a bad way. It's just like I don't really know what to do. I can't.
Yeah,
quite
I don't know who the character is, but you also don't.
It's compelling,
but I'm curious.
Yes, exactly. I don't know, Bethany. What do you think? Do you have a take on it? Are you able to construct some kind of narrative?
Great. Now Bethany's.
Dragged in.
Oh.
Oh no! What is that?
The song's about Kylan.
Oh no!
The song is about Kylan.
Oh, no.
Now we know. It was about Kylan all along.
Surprise!
Surprise! You're here.
I hope this jump scared some listeners who weren't paying attention. What's up, y'all? Sorry,
you did the opposite of leaving us now. You joined us now, Kylan.
You joined us.
That's
now.
right. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Track 4 of what?
Well, I don't know. You tell us.
Whatever record you want to talk about.
The Roots, Cyndi Lauper. I don't know. You pick.
Jump 5.
I would love to talk about Jump 5.
Heck yeah.
I know you would.
We need. I don't know why we haven't done Jump 5 on this podcast yet.
It's a travesty.
It really is.
It's on the schedule. It's on the schedule.
Is it really on the schedule?
With Bethany, yes.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Excellent.
It is.
I'm ready to jump. Let's go.
Me too.
Jump.
Hey, that's another episode.
Are you going to leave us now and jump?
Yeah.
Bethany?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, Kylan, you're going to have to fight me for host duties. You lost him, man. We'll have to have a showdown.
Josh is doing a pretty dang good job, too.
It's okay.
Got to tell you.
I just claimed the host.
Oh, you did claim it. Well, there it is.
The fight is over. The war is done.
That was it.
This concept record ended a lot sooner than we thought.
In and out.
That whole time, there's a big button. I wasn't going to press it. There's a big button at the top of my screen that says reclaim host.
It wanted you to.
Okay, do you want to catch me up or do you want me to just jump in?
Yeah. We're on track 4.
Basically, we all love intro tracks, not just you. It's a secret concept record that even AJ didn't know, and we're on track 4. And Bethany's about to tell us what it's about.
Oh, am I? I don't know.
Yep.
I think I'm with y'all. I'm a little lost on where everything lands for this one. I mean, my main thoughts on it are I feel like you can kind of see their pop punk roots peek out at you in this song a little bit.
This one is poppy, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
very much so. And
Totally.
it's just another bit of cheekiness, and how's that for a compliment, girl? It's like it almost makes me read a lot of the song as a little bit sarcastic. Like, I don't know if that's intended or not, but I think that's the only way I can bridge like it being a love song versus like, okay, well, bye, I'm leaving now. You know what I mean? So that's my best takeaway from it, is that it's cheeky.
Wait, are we talking about Leave You Now? So
Yes.
My take on it was it's Godfather 2.
Oh.
No, like seriously.
Okay.
Like it's leaving like Sicily.
I'm here for it.
Because Public Enemies, it's gangster. It's like I love you, so I'm leaving to provide for you in America.
This totally works, man.
Guys, what would y'all do without me?
It all makes sense. We've really missed you, buddy.
Look, and y'all thought,
glad you're back.
Yeah. Y'all talking shit about movie jams now. I know what I'm talking about.
And here you are to save the day with some MJN.
Look at that.
Right? I mean, I may be wrong, but that was my takeaway from it.
I love that. That's a cool
there's
interpretation.
There's a lot of. I mean, that makes sense for the whole. We're gonna make our way to America.
Okay. Broke my back to avoid the gun.
There's the highest wall that they erect is not prison enough. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Gangster
Poetic,
shit.
man.
All right.
I love that.
All right.
Coming in
Bye.
strong. Look at him coming in strong with dropping these notes and then boom. Yeah. No, I do want to just say that I like that part that you called out, Bethany, the how's that for a compliment, girl? And there's just some other fun group Vox stuff that I like. Towards the end, they're doing the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's like just kind of being
Very
silly, but still
And
awesome.
they do that later too, where it's
Yes.
almost like mocking a soldierish like march. We'll get to that.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So and there's a great solo in this song too. So I'm assuming that's Tim.
Guitar
So
is really good.
guitar is really good.
And like a lot of the like harmony work on this one is very like Queen, Beach Boys, kind of like stacked, like crazy harmonies, which is super fun and shows their chops. So it's like a kind of silly song, or like like a funky story song, but it also shows some serious musical.
I like the vocal treatment on all
skill.
the harmonies and stuff because it's like it. Yeah, to me it's much more Queen than Reliant K's Beach Boys, right?
Yeah.
like it's similar. But
Yeah.
That.
still
A little
kind
more
of its own
edgy.
thing. Yeah.
Only last thing to catch you up that's not related to this song is that we all predicted your favorite song, and I don't want to tell you what it is so that you can reveal it either.
But we
if it
haven't hit
already
it yet,
happened,
obviously.
or until we hit it. So you can reveal it honestly without there being any pressure.
All right. I'm so curious. Did y'all all like collectively decide one, or do y'all have different?
no, we agreed.
We all agreed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
I feel
pressure.
like it
Don't let
feels
us
like
down,
a lot
please.
of pressure.
Yeah.
Feels like the opposite of no pressure.
The pressure's on us because we'll all be wrong.
You could say it feels a little dangerous.
I honestly,
It was good, Josh.
Thanks.
that was good. Wow, y'all don't even need me. I like this just popping in late.
Godfather 2.
No, we
and
needed
then
that Godfather
boom.
note, man.
Yeah, gone.
that came in
good.
clutch.
It
None
did.
of us could have pulled that out.
It was, as Josh said, quite dangerous to do the show without me.
It is. Track 5.
Hey, this is dangerous. I've buried all my dreams, but the ones of us. I think I never knew you when I knew you before.
I talked about this with AJ because this is my favorite song on the record. But
Oh wow.
yes,
Hey,
just this intro. The first 3 seconds of the song, I'm immediately drawn in because it starts just with that chord that's
Old
kind of
West.
it's kind of spaghetti westerny, yes.
Yeah.
And there's a vibra slap in there.
vibra
Like
slap. Gotta
it
love
feels
the vibra
like
slap.
this is like when you have a movie that starts just like in a scene in the middle where like the character's looking around like everyone's like dead and it's just him and you're like, how did he get
it
here?
drops you in.
It feels like exactly that. Yeah. And so it's like
Uh-huh.
that happens and I'm just immediately drawn in. Like that's gotta be one of my favorite, like the most I feel like effective ways to just immediately pull someone in for an intro. Like I'm going to show you the first like moment of the song. You're going to immediately be hooked and want to know what this song is about. And that song, that does it for me.
I love that. Bethany, I've got a question for you. Kylan, can you start at 3 minutes And can we just listen to about 10 seconds of it? And I want you to see if you recognize a melodic segment and if it reminds you of anything.
Oh gosh, I feel on the spot.
You are on the spot.
Does it feel familiar? Even if you can't place it.
I'm just not.
What is that? What is it, TJ?
It's not the hot.
It's on tenterhooks.
Put me out of my misery.
It's not the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hot heat seat, right?
Ah.
TJ?
Yep.
I only know about this because we talked about it with AJ.
Because
I would not have picked it up either. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember a single thing we talked about with him.
It's Middle of Nowhere by Hot Heat. I wondered if you knew the song.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah. There's a moment in a I guess it's the chorus of a song called Middle of Nowhere. Doesn't this even like kind of have the same like boppy middle tempo cadence?
For sure.
And I asked AJ about it and he was like, well, yeah, like some of us were listening to like big fans of Hot Heat and listening to that record.
Like,
I very much hear it. Well, that's interesting because there were some other moments in at least one other song where I got the Kooks vibes. Like, I don't know how big of the Kooks fans y'all are, but it's very much in that vein.
Yes,
and like even
100%.
the vocal, like when he gets really throaty with his vocals, like, so I can definitely appreciate what you're saying for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a lot of that
the Kooks
on here. Because for me, I got like Between the Trees a little bit. This Providence, and a lot of like Fueled by Ramen bands. It kind of had like like it feel like that, like early Panic at the Disco. There's one song in particular,
kind of punky indie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little like Hush sound kind of at times, like just in terms of like melodic choices and stuff.
Yeah, it's very clever and like twisty and catchy. You know, like I really love it, and it just works. In any, it's like what's cool is like you can drop that idea in a song like Middle of Nowhere into a Kook song, into The End Is Not the End, and it works, right? Like regardless of kind of like subgenre or vocalist, like good writing is good writing, and this is case in point.
Look at that. Yeah, this is another song that I think once you hit the bridge and you kind of just like we're going places, we don't know where we're going, and it's wide open west, ready to go. Wow, but I also do like how the verses are a little like they're not minor-y, but I feel like they're more like darker leaning or whatever. And then as you go through the song, it kind of like gets a little bit more major-y, a little bit more poppy. You get the gang vocals, the come on, nothing to be lost to one. Like, and just all the parts that are happening at all times, they just keep bringing them back, and then it just changes things. So I like how it kind of changes. It starts kind of a little dark and then gets a little bit brighter towards the end.
Yeah, and that's a good shout out, Josh, because like usually the bridge is where things get a little darker, or like, you know, like we mentioned on the previous song, where the bridge kind of like took the saccharine sugary nature out of the pop chorus because it was darker. But in this case, it's kind of the opposite. It like we have some clouds, and the bridge comes in with the come on, and it like it's the sun coming out.
Uplifting. Mm-hmm.
Which is cool that they could like flip that
script,
you know, strategy, and make it still really effective songwriting. I love that.
Well, and lyrically, my favorite part is when he says, "Until I've unlearned everything except to trust. If I can't, I'm too afraid of love. I can't if I'm too afraid of love and pain." And I just love that. I like. Because it's such a healthy thing in life when you have to unlearn things that you've picked up along the way. And yet the one thing that you can't stop doing is trusting, because everything falls apart. Like you become so cynical. And I love that line in the context, like leading up to going into In the Valley of the Dying Sun, because that one, I mean, we'll get into it. But yeah, just the lyricism for me on this one was definitely stellar.
Yeah.
So did y'all talk before I jumped on? Did y'all talk theories as to the concept?
A little bit.
Yeah, Bethany shared. Yeah. Do you want to just say it quickly?
Yeah, can you just catch me up really quick, because I'm curious.
Well, I read a theory basically of they broke the album up into 4 acts, I believe. Act 1 is tracks 1 through 5, where it's like the call to war. Because obviously we've talked about there being kind of a war theme. And I don't know if we mentioned this, but I think there was purposeful, I think, World War II inspiration for the album.
Mm-hmm.
And then tracks 6 through 9 are Act 2, which are like the inner battle, kind of a crisis of faith situation. Act 3 is tracks 10 through 14, which are the fallout after the war and reckoning with like loss and grief. And then the final act is the rest of the album, and it's centered around redemption. So interesting theory, definitely not necessarily signed off on by the band themselves, but I thought it was just interesting to listen to the album through with that in mind.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's helping us kind of unpack like some of the subject matter.
Man, yeah, I wish I had caught up on that because I'm operating a little bit in a vacuum. My theory is that it's a concept album about movies. Like, genuinely,
I mean, why can't
I really think it's about movies.
Because like you came in with the Godfather note, and like none of us were balking at that. We're like, oh yeah, that tracks.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know what
Completely.
movie for If.
I mean, he says like My Bride of Frankenstein, right? Is that the one where he says?
That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is genuinely just Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of Frankenstein.
That's
fun.
Do you have a
being a
movie
monster,
for every
but, like,
song?
This like I don't have a movie comp for every
Okay.
song, but I'll try to come up with. I got a couple for sure, and I'll
Okay.
maybe try to come up with some
Good.
off the
I
dome.
love that.
I do too.
Because Dangerous to Me it reminds me a little bit of Unforgiven, the Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh,
Okay.
Because his whole thing is like, right? Like his wife is dead. Like he's like old. Do y'all remember that movie?
Yeah.
Ever seen that movie? Oh.
Yeah, it was just him.
Yeah, and so he's like he has one more job to do, but he's like just broken up over his wife, doesn't feel like he has anything else to live for, but he's going to go off and do the right thing to help this town, even though he's sad. I don't know.
I like that.
I feel real TJ with with this.
Oh, it's
thing.
great.
You've never.
I got my own head
This is
canon.
new though. You've never been like, oh, I have specific like. These songs are all
Right.
about movies, and
I don't think
different
they're.
ones.
It's pretty vague, but that was just sort of the sense that I got through a lot of.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes a lot of sense because Bethany mentioned this earlier, and I've got it throughout my notes. Like, it's such a cinematic album.
Yeah,
I think we all like can,
and maybe that's what I was kind of picking up on.
identify that, and I think you're feeling that, and you're seeing those connections, whether they're intentional or not, whether it's just you picking up on good storytelling that reminds you of other good storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's great art doing what it does.
And I'm just trying so hard to turn this into a movie podcast.
Just spin us up.
You're trying so
We
hard.
know.
You're doing a great job.
But
We're not going to fight it. I think Josh and I have both given up on fighting it at this
I
point.
know. I
Just let you
appreciate-
have your
you know what?
points.
I think people like it. People liked our Shrek talk on No Name Face.
Oh,
true.
sick.
Uh,
I love that.
Which I don't have any more Shrek fun facts at the moment. Should I make that a regular
That's a
part of the
bummer.
show?
Yeah, just every episode, please bring one.
Well, Josh, you're supposed to be the bridge guy. You're supposed to give us bridge facts.
That's true.
That's
And then you
right.
bailed
I've been
on
talking
that.
about bridges on this episode.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, you know what? Usually, what they build bridges over, like rivers and like lakes, but
Yeah,
also
okay.
valleys. Sometimes
Oh,
they build bridges over valleys occasionally.
I am a bridge expert.
That's a bad fact.
I think that is true though, TJ. I think that's true.
That's true.
What are we doing?
Track 6 in the Valley of the Dying Sun. I'll do it if you guys can.
In the valley of the dying sun, I walk a crooked path alone. I came across the shadow of a man.
This is my favorite song.
Ooh.
Oh,
Bethany on the album.
I was going to
nice.
say, as we may remember, it's my favorite song on the album.
Oh, is
I
it?
did remember.
Yay.
I
Yeah,
did
dude.
remember that.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So
Let's talk
good.
about it. Why is it your favorite song?
I feel like I went to great detail to talk about it. So I'll hand it over to
Yeah, Bethany.
Bethany.
I mean, what's not to like? Like, the
Exactly.
musicality is so interesting. Rhythmically, it hits. Bass is good. Vocals are fantastic. Lyrics are good. Like, I cry at the bridge every time. Like when he says, for the first time, I could see that God was not chills every time. Like the whole story, like I feel like you could see, there are so many ways you could visualize what's happening for this song. And I think that's one of the most fun parts. So I could really go on and on. This is my favorite song. It's my favorite bridge of the entire album. We could talk about the operatics that they put in there that are just like, the angels sing. Yeah. It's just so good.
Mm-hmm. And that part that we just heard after the chorus going into the second verse is so riffy, and the little pause of silence. Like, I love a good riff, obviously, but when you pair a good riff with just like absolute silence, that's such a baller move. Like
confidence.
I really respect that. Like, we're gonna just like drop a riff and then be like,
because
just kidding.
Any other band would be like, "Oh, we found our riff. We're just gonna keep doing that." And they're like, "We just need it for the one part, guys. That was it." Like,
yes, it's so tasteful.
This could be a Jonesetta song.
Yes,
very Jonesetta,
100%.
But then, randomly they turn into Every Time I Die. Like throughout this record, I'm just like, what the hell is that?
That's the thing, man.
What's happening?
They're going 1,000 different places.
I know.
The vocal, like the kind of angelic Queen vocals again, like you're talking about,
and it works.
Also, it's Southern metal, and it's also Jonesetta, and this weird,
with like almost like vocoder harmonizer, or whatever.
Yeah, like
happening on
Imogen
the
Heap Talking Heads kind of moment.
Vocoder situation. Yeah. No, and I feel like for me, this is kind of where it becomes clear, like kind of the central theme of the album. I feel like this is where it kind of really explicitly, like the question of morality and war is very front and center. Mm-hmm. And it's just so good.
Yeah, this is it's only the third most streamed song on the record, but honestly, I feel like it should be like the top one, because this does feel like the song on the record that has like the heart of the record in it. And it was the song that got the music video. So, I mean, like they seemed like they were like on board with it. And it's the one, like, I feel like consistently whenever I hear House of Heroes fans talking about their favorite songs, this is always like their first or second like favorite song from House of Heroes. So I'm like, it's interesting that it's not, I know. I was surprised by that. The highest or the second highest song, because it feels like the song from this record.
Mm-hmm.
For good reason. It's a pretty perfect song, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah, I think I enjoy it more than the other two most streamed.
Yeah.
Another vibra slap in there.
There is another vibra slap.
There's more too on this record, I found.
Also, the guitar tone on this part, where are we at? Like 337? Oh, wait, right here. 340. It turns into a sonic level. Sounds almost like MIDI guitar, you know?
That's funny.
Like 16-bit MIDI guitar.
And what do they accomplish? This is a longer one, but they do all this in 4.5 minutes.
I know. It's wild. Oh, Kylan, you did miss my fun fact, because we talked about how long. I mean, there's so many songs on this album.
Oh, girl.
I did average them out, and the average song length is only 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So
great. They still should have cut 5 of them from this record.
I'm not going to wholeheartedly disagree with you, honestly.
But we were just admiring how like the overall runtime is pretty compact. Like
it is.
It's a lot of songs.
There's just a lot. It's
too many songs.
Yeah.
Songs are good. Too many guys.
I also love this song has like a pronoun switch. Like in the chorus, there's like when I hold my girl, and then when you hold your girl. Like I'm thinking of you when you hold your girl, which is like, it's nice that it goes from a self-referential place in the first chorus to like externalizing it and like thinking about that other person.
That
was a cool moment.
Well, and speaking to that, like when he talks about, I'm thinking of you when I kill a good man to keep myself from being killed by him. Like, I feel like there's a lot of notes here where it's like humanizing the other side of a conflict. And so for him I love that you pointed that out, because it really is like reflecting on, well, he's going to have an experience too. And there's somebody that he loves. And yet we're like, somehow for survival, we have to, So.
Which really makes the outro like hit home for me. like pieces of the sun, our light burns on and on. It's like, oh, like that's kind of, it's like, it's funny because he's using light imagery and like the sun and stars, but it's like, it's kind of dark because like, what does a star do? It burns and it ultimately burns out, and like pieces of the sun like are just going to burn away. And it's like men at war, I don't know. There's a real weight to the whole thing, even though the imagery at face value is kind of light. Like I'm thinking of you when you hold your girl, pieces of the sun, our light burns on and on. But like, if you go any deeper than just surface level, like it's like, oh wow, kind of.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. But yet the final lyric is "I'm living to shine on," like kind of beautiful. Kind of a perfect song. I keep saying it, but
I'd agree.
People are saying, guys, can we give each other code names?
Ooh, yeah,
sure, man.
What would yours be, Kylan?
I don't want to give it to myself.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can be Flaming Rocket Panther.
Flaming Rocket. That's great.
Panther.
That's the one, honestly.
Don't forget.
Wait,
I'll sign off.
Flaming Rocket Panther of
Flaming Rocket Panther.
Doom.
Yeah. Code names are
Chainsaw Arms.
Yeah. Wait, what was it? Flaming Rocket Panther of Doom.
Of Doom with parentheses. With chainsaw arms.
Chainsaw arms. Yeah, because code names are meant to be like long and clunky, right?
Because you have a lot of time to say them normally. When
that's what it is. Names. Yeah, I think.
Cool.
There's a lot of space that needs to be filled.
Josh's will be BPJ. TJ's will be JT.
Oh, great. So sneaky. No one's going to know it's me. That's really good, Kylan. They'll never figure it out. Bethany's is David.
Yes, call back.
Sorry, Kylan.
That's fine. That's perfect. Those are good code names. All right. Now that we sorted that out, let's move on to check number 7. Code name, Raven.
Wait, codename is Raven?
Yeah. It's no Flaming Rocket Panther
you
of
don't
Doom.
even remember.
Yeah, I remember Flaming Rocket Panther of Doom with chainsaw arms.
With chainsaw arms. Good job.
Very good.
Love the triple beat drums on that intro.
Yeah.
Can I say something just stupid? I feel like everyone's gonna get mad at me.
I'll be disappointed if you don't.
The podcast, you don't say things that enrage people ever.
My one thing, besides too many songs, this album's too swingy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's too much swing.
So, like, where's that critique when we have the W's on?
They're a swing band.
Yeah.
So.
That's kind of part of it.
Okay.
This is not
fair. So can a rock band not infuse its rock sound with swing elements? I guess that's the
for
question
sure. For sure. Yeah. It's a lot.
I'm not that invested, but this
I'm not either. I'm not either. It's just there's something. There's just too much like dun 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 dun. After a while, it's just a personal thing, and I get it. I know, like
No, that's fair. I think it serves the like war march.
It does. There's like a swagger to
especially
it.
Especially
and
if you're sneaking around a little bit, you need a little bit of the swing going.
Yeah, true. It's like there's spy swing and there's march swing.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, and I totally respect the opinion, I just feel like for me, especially for the time when it came out, that was part of what I think drew me to it because it just was different.
It's like,
you know what I mean?
My Chemical Romance like wanted to do this. They were sometimes they got there, you know, I think, but this is better.
Agree.
Wow. Ooh.
I think.
All right.
I mean, I'll go on record. I don't care.
I like the song a lot. I don't know if you guys picked up on any of the war imagery in this one.
Oh wait, there is war imagery in this song?
But there's quite a bit.
Sure. I thought it was about Kylan, I thought, to your point, I thought it was about That's a Raven, right?
Yeah.
Codename Raven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't remember that season where Raven went to war? She was
a spy in World War II.
She was a spy.
She had to disguise as Corey, her brother.
Codename Corey. Yeah.
Right.
Corbo.
It's Corbo, yeah. That's great, TJ. It's good.
The Panzer is strong, the Raven is wise.
Can I pull another TJ, and I need some help breaking down
I'll allow it.
Some lyrics on this. But I saw the black coats forming lines. They hit our beaches running. We're on our knees, but not to pray. You're the only reason I stayed in this coward's melee. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Mm-hmm. Never mind, I don't need y'all.
Love that for you,
man. We
want to share with the class
so proud
what
of
you discovered.
Well, because so black coats, I guess. Traditionally in military, that's the priests and chaplains in military conflicts would wear black so they could be distinguished from other regiments and things. So yeah, no, it makes sense to me now. It didn't make sense to me at first that they hit our beaches running. I was like, do they just think like, oh, black coat sounds cool? And it's like, no, they're like D-Day kind of thing. But no, I do it makes sense that the black coats are the only reason he stayed in the coward's melee, because like maybe it's like a sign of hope, right? Of like,
right?
Oh, I don't know. It's good. Controversial take. This is a good song.
Pretty good song. Second most streamed song on the record. So
my second
popular.
favorite, I think.
I think that's the 1-2 punch of In the Valley to Codename Raven is pretty. Like this is definitely, I feel like, the biggest media.
Yeah, they're almost like a suite.
That's a big flex,
right?
Yeah, you can't have one without the other,
for sure.
Yeah, especially thematically, like they really blend.
Yeah, is this where you were talking about, Bethany, of like the gang vox where they're kind of doing like the soldier thing?
Yes, the mocking soldier chant. Fear not my down. It does come off like, I don't know if it was intended to be mocking, but I take it that way and I love it. And yeah, and just some other clever moments when they're talking about traitors, loose lips, and instead of sink ships, they like there's so many little plays and just quippy moments that, but then there's still the heavier, there's no virtue in killing a man, but neither is there virtue in being afraid to stand. Like, what a line. Like, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it's a heavy thought of like, how do you protect your family? How do you protect the ones that you love, knowing that the cost of doing so is somebody else who, like we've explored already in the album, is also human and also has family and loved ones. So
it's wild because they're like hanging out inside this premise of like kind of like wanting to see the humanity in the other side, but like feeling stuck within a structure.
It's like it's like like if you're because there's obviously a lot of biblical references and Christian themes, and it's like the idea of being like a Christian or being a pacifist, but then being forced into this situation where it's almost like when the rubber meets the road of like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna fucking die. I don't know, and like the moral gray area of all of that. It's pretty fascinating.
It is. Just topics they're just gonna just lightly broach on this record. Very cinematic record.
No big deal.
Very crazy. Yeah. My last note is whoever is hitting that high harmony on the Sing While the City Decays is that part stands out because it's so good. It's so high. It's so high.
Crazy high.
That's so Queen. That's so Queen.
Those harmonies are tight, man.
It's so good.
Gorgeous.
I would harmonize with you, TJ, if I was by your side.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
No problem. Track number 8, By Your Side.
We were soldiers then, our bodies in the sand.
Okay, Plain White Tees. What happened here?
I was hesitant to say this since there's, they might listen to this, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to always skip this song. It didn't fit the vibe for me.
Wow.
Like, I'm not saying it's a bad song, and I think contextually, like the record, it's a reflective song for like somebody who's seen some crazy stuff, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't the vibe for me.
It feels to me. It feels very 5-score RK, like a quiet track. Of that era, like
I feel like there was always
I feel like I'm in the mood for sometimes, and sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's a mood for me. It's a mood thing. Thematically, though, I mean, like the story of it is really beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, and I like where it takes place in the record of like this character after like I'm assuming like you're in the middle of like battles or war and stuff like that, and like thinking back to his brother and like before they got into this, like that makes sense within the context of where we're at in the story.
You want like to have the 6 and 7 tracks like be a big wallop. Like you do want that pause. You want that moment.
I know,
like,
but I feel like a different kind of pause. I Bethany, I'm right there with you. Like it does feel like it feels almost like a jump scare flashback. It's like, oh, we're like in the middle of the action, and it's like, oh, okay, well now I gotta see the sun-drenched Kansas streets while I learn about his childhood. It's like, no, I want to know what happens next. Later. I want to know what happens next.
Right.
I do think it's interesting, like with what we were just talking about with like Kylan. To your point, so they say. And when you see the face of our maker, you don't have to be ashamed. He knows the promises we made. For me, that painted the light. It painted soldiers kind of in a victim light, where like they're caught in the cog of a machine too.
Right.
They're victims in a way where they're conditioned. They have to follow these orders, and it takes a toll on them. So like in that way, I mean, I think it's just strange for me to like picture some guy like in a foxhole hiding out from bombs. And then like an acoustic song is like, I don't know. It's just, it's a strange,
that's a
obligatory
good point.
acoustic moment.
Is the war over yet? Or are we just like flashing back?
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's like, is this time to do this?
Right.
Like, is the war over? I can't tell. I don't know. I'm like forced to do a flashback.
Like they should have done, if they did it, this would be cool with like just different production. I think just more like synthy or like minor key.
It's a little
still
like,
pretty like high energy.
Yeah, I think having the like hopeful acoustic guitar makes it feel like, oh, okay, is this the end? But the end is not the end.
Well, that's the thing. It's not the end, and that's what's cool about this track is that it does have that album title like just tucked in there.
Hot take.
I know Josh loves. It's one of those.
Love it. Yep. Especially right in the middle of the record too. That's cool having it like, here's the album title right smack dab in the middle.
But maybe that's interesting if we think of it in acts. This is like the intermission, maybe.
Yeah.
In that way, I'm down with it.
I do think like stripping things down to acoustic, because this is obviously we've had a ton of stuff thrown at you sonically throughout this whole record. So bringing it down does feel like going back to those simple times of like when you were a kid and like whatever, like probably the music you grew up listening to and like out of the hecticness of war. So I think it does work in that regard.
It all makes sense intellectually. Emotionally, it doesn't track with me.
Well, but here's like, Kyle, let me put it to you this way. Say the war chapter or like act is over. Does it work then? If we decide that like the war's done, because like I think Bethany, you said what it was like through track 10 is the war.
Correct.
So like if we decide to reject that and say like the war's ended.
Well, through 9. So
okay, through 9.
More, yeah.
So like if the war has ended in the last track and we're already on the other side of it, does it work then? If you go ahead and like put yourself in that headspace.
I mean, once again, intellectually, it does. It does. I'm talking purely
but even
from
just like as a listening experience,
vibes,
you're like, you can't
like production standpoint. It feels like it feels
premature,
just a little too out of left field tonally.
You would want it never, or you would want it as track 11.
Well, if I had my way, I would maybe Have It Never, because like I said, this album needs to cut 5 songs.
I'm actually surprised this wasn't the hidden track. Like, I feel like that actually would have made more sense because
it's like a credit song. That's
I don't I don't want to be so disrespectful as to say it's a throwaway song, but like you could have listened to the album without it, and I don't think it would be missing anything. So
cut it. Get it out of here.
See, I really resonate with the tenderness of it, and like I love the bells, I love the acoustic, I love the vulnerability, and that's me as like a little feely lyrics boy, being like I love the tenderness. But I hear what you're saying, and I think it is an interesting choice to put it.
If you're thinking, if you are thinking of it like cinematically, right? Like it does. It just. I think it cuts the tension just a little too soon.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like that's why I'm asking about. Would it work? Later?
I think it would work.
Like,
Like
could it work as track 14 or something? To me, that would be the way to make that song work is to change the sequencing. Because I agree. I think I agree with you. It does feel a little premature.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even gone to space yet, guys.
Oh yeah, we should do that. This Journey into Space, Part 1.
This is also one of my faves on the record. I like this one a lot. It completes the Your Side trilogy because the last 2 songs have said Your Side, I'll be by your side, or to some to some regard. And this one also says that as well. So there's a little mini trilogy.
About that with AJ?
I don't think we did.
That's so cool.
It was in my notes to talk about it, but yeah. No, they're all right by their side, 3 in a row.
Aw. Wow.
So I posit to y'all. So TJ, you had suggested like track 14 or something, but what if we just swapped Journey into Space Part 1 and By Your Side? I think By Your Side. I think By Your Side would work a lot better.
I think By Your Side next to Sooner or Later also works really well too.
Yeah, because I think this one is like
it's already a love song.
Yeah, and AJ mentioned that Sooner or Later wasn't really part of the theme of like the war, so it's like that song is kind of off on its own a little bit in a way. So
but I think
it actually.
I think you do Journey into Space because like it talks about like, you know, hold me through the shelling of the night and all that stuff. Like,
I
don't know, it feels like
the
Dark Knight
is like
and then
the war. Yeah,
and then so
I love that.
That makes a lot more sense to me. I would be okay with that.
Yeah, way to go, team!
Did it?
Let's call House of
and
Heroes.
They're still by their side.
We'll fix their sequencing. AJ,
for the 20th anniversary, we'll be ready.
This is a song for me where the Kooks comparison really came out.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of like the throaty register, the sparkly poppy moments. I absolutely love the spacey guitar solo later in the song.
I want to talk about that.
So good.
What effect? It sounds
really
like
good.
Mario's getting coins or something like that. Like,
yes!
What do you?
I love that.
How do you even make that sound?
64. Yeah.
Yes.
Or even like SNES. It's crazy.
Yeah, no,
I love it.
It's crazy, but it's super spacey in a very cool way.
Mm-hmm.
Very Kevin, as we say here, as we've always said.
Very Kevin.
Very Kevin. Spacey.
Oh. I don't say that.
I was like, Kevin Keane?
No, we all say that.
Okay.
We all here from Church Hymns Now headquarters. It is the official position of the Church Hymns Now crew that we love Kevin
Josh. I'm slipping, Josh. I'm slipping.
Man. I like literally had a mental note today. I was like, I need to call it before Kylan does for this episode. But
too
bad. Yeah, Bethany, I don't know if you tracked, but we have headquarters shotgun rules. So
I see.
Whoever calls
it
in Church Hymns Now.
And I got Kylan like 2 episodes in a row, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Heck
but
yeah.
I'm slipping. He has dominated this headquarters game for too long, and he's back. I'm worried,
right, baby. Yeah. Okay. Once again, this has to go before By Your Side.
Yeah, I like that.
I can get down with that
because then part of it too. What I think that honestly too then makes By Your Side more interesting because this whole thing is like it's like questioning like, am I gonna live through the night? Are they gonna murder us?
Should they murder us?
So then By Your Side is like, oh, this is either really happy or it's like, oh fuck, I'm dead. This is heaven. Right?
Like, I'm by your side in heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that makes it way more like evocative.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, the halftime thing, it's like at 3 minutes ish. Like it's a drum and vocal moment.
Oh, this part.
Yeah.
So good.
That is really.
Those gang vocals.
The gang.
Supporting the back.
It feels very
Josh.
The Wedding. That's the wedding moment right there.
Yeah.
We're back to the fake heavy wedding comp, and it's excellent. And it only happens once. They don't do it 2 times.
Yeah.
They're really
They go
good
back
about
into
that.
the double time.
Yeah.
I feel like they
Bring
don't
the energy
ride things out too much and wear them out. They do very well
Which is
at
the
the
genius of it all.
self-control.
Yeah.
They're not, I don't feel like they're overly self-indulgent.
It's exactly the same reason they've journeyed into space part 1, but they've never part 2'd.
I know.
So-
Yeah, they haven't part 2. We talked to AJ about
There's
that.
still time.
We encouraged him to go back. But yeah, I think that's really artistry is like having a good idea and being playful, right? Whether it's whistles and trumpets and things or yeah, like a drum and vocal, gang vocal moment, but knowing how to use it tastefully and not do it to death. That's artistry right there.
Yeah.
Like to be playful and experimental, but not overindulgent, like you said.
Agreed.
And they're doing it. They're doing it, man.
We're going to have to move off of this song sooner or later. So
Sooner or later.
let's do it sooner. With track number 10, Sooner or Later.
Baby's on fire like the color of the ball. The radio's low. We're under control, and sooner or later.
This is my favorite song.
Oh,
I can
Yeah.
see that. You were so close.
so close.
Oh, we biffed it, guys.
Did y'all guess
We
Babies
biffed
Are
it
Red?
bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course
so
we
funny
did.
because Babies Are Red is my least favorite song on the record.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's not.
We'll
let's
get
not
to it.
talk
We'll get
about
to it. We'll get to it.
Let's
We'll get to it.
definitely talk about it when we get there.
Oh, we fell
Oh
hard.
man.
Okay, so why?
I don't
why
know
do
you at all, Kylan.
Why is this your favorite?
Because it's a
Wow.
Paramore
Angsty.
song. It's a Paramore song.
It
It's
is a
so
Paramore song.
angsty. I can
Yeah.
see
Everything
that.
about it, the
Anthony.
production, listen, just imagine run his vocal through like an AI thing and make it Haley Williams.
Oh my
It's a
god!
Paramore song.
Yeah,
Yep.
even like "Baby's on Fire," like the colors of fall.
Yeah.
I know. I
Radio's
love that
up,
line.
we're under
And everything
control.
from
the
like
lyric- yeah.
the music too, like the intro into the verse right here. Oh, this is
Yeah.
like all we know is falling
yes.
riot
Into the
era.
verse.
Yes, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then
Yep.
that's Haley Williams
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I love it too because I didn't know until y'all just said that this one doesn't really fit with the concept at all. It's just its own thing.
Yeah.
Well, AJ said that
That's
too,
what
right?
AJ
Like,
said, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot that. Remember? I forgot everything we talked to him about.
I feel like the one connector though, I wrote this, I don't know if it was purposeful, but I thought it was interesting because at some point in the song, he says, we're under control. And then, but track 3 was about losing control. So it's an interesting, like in the timeline, like, are they winning the war? Are they, I don't know, but it was a good callback.
But it's also a call forward. It goes into Babies Are Red. It goes into
For sure.
like, okay, so like we won, we were the good guys, but now, okay, well, we're like under control. And that, because Babies Are Red is all about the HUAC McCarthyism thing. So it's like, oh, okay, so now like our side won, and
or did
maybe
we?
we're turning into the bad guys. Like, I don't know, it's
Right.
just interesting.
What's funny to me about this being your favorite song, Kylan, is so the bridge to me, I feel like it would be in like a 2010 rom-com where they're like running in the rain and they've like finally
Yeah.
accepted that they're in love and they finally kiss. You know what I mean?
We
Like
never
it's
had a
so-
chance, but I'm happy we tried.
Yeah, this is like the victory moment where they're together. And I love that it's your favorite song for that reason.
Dude, yeah. I love me a good rom-com.
I know you do. It's fantastic. You got good taste.
But yeah, I could see Anne Hathaway in this.
I was thinking like Hillary Duff. This was like,
Hillary
height
Duff.
of Hillary Duff.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Boom.
Yeah. Also, like, there's some existential moments
for
in
sure.
the, like surprisingly existential moments in this song. Like, Graceful winds have blown my heart up here, and with this untapped energy, we'll carve our names in the unknown. Like that's like
beautiful.
Yeah, but it's interesting because then
I don't know if
you
that's
mix
rom-com, you know?
But you mix it with the production, and because the production, this is funny.
Yes.
The production reminds me of like Boys Like Girls, but this is like elevated, so it's more like men like women.
Exactly. Oh, that's
like the grown-up version of Boys Like Girls.
Men like women. This is a Men Like Women song.
That's so funny. It is nice to kind of have like a song that's a little more like carefree after what we've kind of gone through. Like, you can maybe argue it kind of goes out of the theme a little bit, but like just sonically, it's like, oh yeah, let's have a rip-in, high energy song that is a little bit more.
Yeah,
just the colors of fall.
Yeah, it almost serves as like another sort of reflective moment, or like retrospective moment of like looking back on what we have to fight for, right? Like,
but it's interesting too because like
love,
it's about like shit's about to hit the fan in a different way,
right
now, like coming up after this. So,
right,
yeah, I like it a lot. It's a good song.
Yeah, and the bass distortion.
Well,
we got to have a moment for the bass distortion because I absolutely love it. Sweet bass on this song.
I guess AJ is a pretty good bassist.
I guess.
So, he writes some pretty good lyrics too.
Dude, everyone in this band, they're so good because it feels.
It's true.
It all does to me like it feels really effortless. Like it's not like we talked on our Thrice episode how they're like mathy without feeling mathy, and House of Heroes on this album particularly feel really like proggy without feeling proggy. Like they just are like jammy without being too jammy. Like they just because they are concise.
They fit it in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like it's the difference between like being inspired by something and like having an agenda towards something. Like,
yes.
Does that make sense? Like they're not reaching to hit something. That's just, it's coming out because that's what their inspiration is. Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. I like that. Well, guys, let's move on to track number 11, my least favorite song on the record, Babies Are Red.
Man, I really missed that one.
I feel like this has got to be something like, how like some sounds are really like ASMR and like to other people, like they're ASMR to some people and like they're like nails on a chalkboard to other people. I feel like this is like that, where this song could have been
it was so close.
Song for
it's
Kylan,
so close.
But
for
whatever reason, then he's about to tell us.
Yeah, well, here's the lyrically, it's incredible. The idea of writing a love song.
You would love the song lyrically.
But I'm not a lyrics guy.
I'm glad
guys.
to hear that.
You guys know that's like the antithesis of what I am on this show.
Okay, but you want to tell me? Never mind.
What?
You're texting me at midnight last night.
No, I know. Yeah, we did have a really long conversation about lyrics specifically on
divorce records.
Yeah. No. But I know, TJ, we should do a Patreon on that. Maybe just you and me.
All right,
hang out and do. There's a lot of divorce records that have come out this year, guys, and I'm fascinated by it.
Oh.
So lyrically it works, this song.
Lyrically it works.
So what doesn't work? The swing, the triplets, the 6/4.
The swing.
Okay.
Specifically, I don't know. The nails on a chalkboard thing is apt. It's the chorus. The chord progression. And the... Right.
It's so catchy though.
I know, but it's like
doesn't do it for you.
It's too similar. So guys, I don't know if you know, I also like my wife thinks it's so funny and she trolls me with it all the time. I cannot stand the song Benny and the Jets by Elton John. Like I can't really articulate it. It's something about that chord progression that just sets my brain on fire in the worst way.
Is it the one chord that goes down? Like, is it because it?
Maybe
I don't. I
don't know. It's something so primal in me. I don't know if I can like articulate it. And this is adjacent to that. On that like the third bar of that chorus. The baby.
Yeah.
I'm just I get that out of here.
That's wild because like lyrically and like even just like the vocal delivery and everything and like the swagger that it has, I feel like it's so you. Like just like it's because it's so there's an economy of songwriting.
Tongue in cheek.
Right? Yes,
Right.
and it's clever and it's like weird like espionage adjacent shit.
I know.
Feels very,
and it's
like,
real.
all
And
of this
I
feels
love,
so
I love the whole McCarthyism thing, like the whole like Red Scare,
like Comrade,
Red,
QAC hearings, like
Blood Red, Fed said, Locker and Lead, Red. But I know
it's just like it's so close.
That's crazy.
I know. It's equally fascinating to me because
this song is really inspiring to me.
Everything lyrically about it. Oh yeah, no, it's so good. Like
I love that like a quote Christian band in 2008 could write a song about McCarthyism and like somebody still loving somebody who's a communist and like not being ashamed of
ideology.
That. Yeah, yes.
Though we differ on religion, we both support the working man. Like
working man, yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
If the bombs fall on our lands, then the politics won't matter. Yeah.
I loved you until death. This is really beautiful.
It is really good. It's really good. It's just the chord progression.
I'll agree. That chorus is not my favorite part of the song. Yes.
Like I feel
I'm
like
with you. I'm with you on that, Kylan.
Like it could work for me. It could work in like a bridge or something, but to have it repeated over and over again as the hook of the song, I
could see a world where like if they had kept workshopping this song based on all the other songs and how killer all those other choruses are that we've already covered and we'll go on to cover, they could create a chorus that would hit for you musically. And then
honestly, if they took these lyrics and like worked them into the production of like If, I think that would be this would be 10 out of 10 would skate.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the hammer and sickle
that's the thing,
is still on my mind.
That's the thing is like
I love that.
I do too.
I can't defend it. It is a great song. It's just something.
No, sometimes I have songs and licks like that they just it irks me when I hear them and I can't really explain it.
Describe
it just
why.
Yeah. So I get it.
Well, at the risk of drowning in all the negative feedback I'm going to get for that take, let's move on to track number 12, Drown.
I'm not giving up that easy. I'm not giving up on anything.
Kylan, I'll take some negative feedback for you.
Okay. You gonna jump on that mine?
Yeah. I would cut this song.
Yeah, this is one I would
really?
cut too.
Oh,
wow.
For sure.
Before you tell us why, Josh, can we skip to 115 really quick? All right, listen to the weird ARPy synth thing.
I did like that.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
That is the same thing that those chunky hits. That's the same thing that MLT did on Deck the Halls.
I was going to say it reminds me of Christmas, and I couldn't figure out why.
Funny.
That's why, buddy.
I couldn't figure out why it reminded me of Christmas.
Yes,
thank you. That's been driving me crazy.
I've been like doing the Charlie It's Always Sunny like conspiracy board between like MLT and RK and like this band and the what. Like I've been doing it all. I've found some connections. I've also found some loose threads that didn't go anywhere. So I did the crazy making work for us, but that one landed in a very satisfying way.
Why? Because when I hear that, I think of Christmas.
And that's why.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous. I love it.
Is it the Reliant K's Angels We Have Heard on High?
It's
where does he put it in?
Or is it
I think it is on Angels We Have Heard on High. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's so funny. I was like, why does this remind me of Christmas?
Oh wow. Okay. No, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Just shocked that y'all would cut this. I just feel like
I wouldn't cut it for the record.
Cut it.
Yeah. Okay. I love that I'm not alone. I actually verse 2 is musically one of my favorite verses on the record. Like I love the panned vocals and the harmonies on Changing. Like there are just so many fun moments. Yeah.
That part is cool. Here's the thing. It's not a bad song.
Is it the riff, Josh?
No. I just know overall, I think, one, this is the least streamed song on the record, so I'm not alone in feeling this way. It just feels the least connected to the rest of the record. And to me, it also feels like a song that they probably would have done on like their last record. Like it feels very what they were doing on like self-titled Say No More, and then not what they're doing on this record. So it feels like it's not as connected. It's not connected, at least to me, until y'all say something to blow my mind, to the war theme of the record at all. And so then I'm like, this is just kind of like there. And what I think they should have done, because they had the whole like re-release thing and they wanted to like entice people. We have so many songs here for this record. What they should have done is released a follow-up EP called The End Was Not the End, with The Young and the Brutal, Drown, and then you could have Ghost, New Moon, and then the acoustic songs that they later released on the follow-up EP. And that would have been pretty cool.
I like that.
Solving problems left and right.
Look at that.
You should have been
hire me.
for
me and Brad Boise should have been.
Time.
Yeah.
I just feel like the ending of this song really does fit. Like it's kind of like urgent and unsettling, like very like feeling of impending doom to me.
That feels also Reliant K.
Very much so.
That ending does.
Some punk energy.
I do like to go into the punk thing, but I'm with you there, Josh.
It's not a bad song. It just doesn't connect to the record as much. It's the least connected for me.
It is more. The lyrics are more like generic. They're not bad. They're great lyrics, but like compared to the storytelling and like the very narrative or introspective like lyrics that we've had that feel like they're coming from a perspective. This is like there's a lot of we. The water's at our knees, right? If we knew the truth, would we even care at all? And that's kind of it feels at odds with some of the other stuff.
that part it feels like it does kind of match up with like Sooner or Later and Babies Are Red of just like, oh no, I love you until we die. But then I feel like thematically, maybe you should have gone with something like a
Or I mean, it could be the troops. Like, the troops is the collective we in that situation. I don't know, but I guess it is noteworthy that I don't have a single note about any lyrics on that song. So
it's like good lyricism, but more. It's like I feel like it's leaning more pop, more like economic and simple, straightforward, which works. But yeah, I like your idea, Josh, of like the end not being the end.
Yeah,
it wasn't. Remember, it wasn't because here's an EP.
Yeah, here's an EP now.
Yeah, that's
happening
cool.
With Kylan,
that's fun.
Oh,
he's making just
some,
weird faces.
Is he doing the NPC thing?
Yeah.
Track number 13, Faces.
Oh.
Yep.
Shut down, I'm backing out. Shut down, I can't.
I like this riff.
It's a good riff.
It's great.
I like the bend on the first part.
I think this song should have been called something else. I don't think it should have been called Faces, to be honest.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I think even like Death Wish, Shot Down, Dreams Come True, any of those would be just my 2 cents.
I did.
Like
speaking of, Shot Down. I loved the play on words there because you could either take it as like he's downing shots at a bar or he's like being shot down in war.
Right.
I like that.
Blacking out. Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah, this one also doesn't feel as connected to me, but I
would cut
do
this
feel
one
like
too.
This was close for me. I could go either way.
Really?
I could cut this one, but also
this one to me emotionally feels like such a rug pull after Sooner or Later and Babies Are Red and even Drown of just like it's just like all those songs are like I love you so much I don't care if we're like gonna die like that, and this is like I know I love all these other ladies.
Well, I think this also it does connect to If, because If he could be in love if you wore the dress every day. In this song, he could be in love with a waitress if only I could drink for free. So it's kind of like reverting back to that.
Again, is a sequencing thing. Like we should have put Faces maybe
track 3 or
before
something,
If or like after If.
Oh yeah, because that would be
the war hits.
That would be interesting. Yeah, Shot Down, Death Wish Come True. Like leading into an actual like conflict. Yeah,
somebody reconciling with like the gravity of life.
Right.
Because that's
like
kind of what
you got drafted. Like you got drafted. You're like, I may fucking die. I don't know. Like
I don't know. Yeah,
I like that
because it's also like
too.
reconciling with like real humans disappoint. Real circumstances never quite live up to our imaginations, you know. So playing with that, like hope and like idealizing someone in our mind, and then like the reality of like love and pain and suffering and war. Like, I think a sequencing thing could really help thematically for this one.
His voice on this reminded me a lot of that Shut Down. Do you guys know it's the penultimate track on From Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy? Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. They sound the same to me.
Yeah, a little musical
something about
theater.
his
nasally,
something about his delivery and the melodies, and then I think Patrick Stump does that. Oh, a lot of that song too.
Oscillating, yeah.
Nice.
Bethany, what do you think? What's your take on this one?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one I could do with or without. It's not a song that I really feel connected to personally.
Like CGN headquarters, we call that a cut.
You threw your voice like crazy, Bethany. That was wild.
There's faces and voices like everywhere on this show. Yeah,
I'm calling it, guys. I'm calling an audible.
I was curious because he has a line where he says, "I'll be blue," and like, yes, he could be saying like sad. I was just curious, and this will show maybe a little bit of my historic inaptitude, but like, is there a play on words there? Because he was just talking about Baby's Red, obviously communism. Like, is there something else where he's saying I'm blue, like I'm on the other side? Like, what do y'all think about that?
Oh, I took it way more morbid. Baby dead.
Yeah, I was thinking like death.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they'd be
blue,
like blue,
turning blue.
Turn blue.
But I like that read too. Like, I mean, I do think it is probably, I mean, I could guess that it would be part of the sequencing conversation of like, we just were talking about Baby being a red and now we're blue. I like that contrast, even if it's not intentional. But yeah, good shout out. Yeah, I was just thinking he's dead and he's gonna
out of here. All right, track number 14, Voices.
I do like having a song called Faces and then a song called Voices next to each other. I'm sure that was
it's good symmetry.
I'm sure they thought about that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason I can think of that they wouldn't have called that song Shot Down or Death Wish or something, is to give it some poetic symmetry.
Yeah.
I love this song.
It's a werewolf song.
Yeah, I literally said
how spooky it is.
I said this could go on your CJN Halloween playlist if it's not already.
It's on there.
Is it? Okay.
With Lovesick Zombie from House of Heroes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super haunting with the way they do the ahs in the chorus. They get kind of like modal, a little bit Phrygian, maybe.
They get
like
real, it's real Monster Mash.
Yeah. Well,
no, Monster Mash, but like
I could see what you're saying.
It's a specific like horror, like kind of campy thing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it.
It's campy, but fine by me. And then the voices of the innocent are coming to life.
I know, it's chilling.
It is.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a little bit on the fence about the like kind of old-timey revival preacher moment.
I was going to ask what y'all thought.
I would cut that part. Yeah, I feel like that takes it out a little bit.
Yeah, I like the idea. I don't know.
Put like a chainsaw in there instead.
That would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
You got to get in there.
That gives
flaming,
some Evil Dead
Panda.
Everyone, we'll reach out to AJ. Let's get some stems. Let's do The End Is Not the End, the CJN official remix.
This
remaster.
time it's the end. That's what it's called. This time it's the end. This is the end.
That's great.
No, because it's just, I don't know. It just feels a little, I get that it was 2008, but it's like a little weird.
It takes you out of the story.
The sin is not the abortion, the adultery. Like, I get what they're saying. Like, they're trying to say, like, that stuff doesn't matter. It's unbelief. That's what matters. Well, like it also just feels like a little bit of a call out that like didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Like they could have said it without saying it, or like said, just approached it a little bit of a different way. Because I feel like they're going for something with gravity. They're trying to go back to that like life is pain, love and suffering, and like war and death. Like they're trying to go pretty heavy, I think, here. Like even if it is like a little campy and a little horror, like B film kind of goofy, like it also I think is like trying to make a point.
Right.
And it almost gets there for me, but it doesn't quite. With my 2025 years, right?
For sure.
Like,
I'm right there with you.
Those are different years than 2008, but
my question would be if the content of this little like preacher moment was different, would you like it? Because I actually think it fits well in there to have a little moment
of like some spoken word kind of thing. Yeah, I think so. I think if there was a punch up on the writing, and maybe if the delivery were like a little less,
the delivery could be a little bit better,
over the top. It could be a little like it could be like 60%.
And if you made it more like radio filtery, like kind of like make it a little bit more low-fi. Yeah, it didn't need to be
vinyl cracks. And pops.
Like it's like also, coming through on like a 1940s radio or something.
Yeah, that would definitely fit the vibe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This whole outro is so cool, though.
Oh yeah,
we've got it. We've got all the punch ups for this album. We're ready.
We need to talk about this auto tune moment.
The weird MySpace ass.
No, it felt Daft Punk. Like
it feels like Breathe Carolina or like one of those like MySpace bands. I feel like Attack Attack would have this in a song.
Hello, goodbye.
I thought it was.
I love it. I'm here for it.
So cheesy.
Cool. I'm here for it.
It's way out of place, but I kind of like the big swing this time for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get it.
It doesn't fit.
I oscillate between the two. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I hate it. I don't know.
Yeah. If I think too much about it, I can justify that it doesn't belong there. But if I'm just listening, I'm going to sing along and like bob my head every time.
Vibe with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, the song is called Voices, so it's like
it's another voice.
It kind of makes sense that they would like add a weird.
That is true.
Futuristic for 2008 voice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That wasn't that future. When did T-Pain get big?
Yeah,
like
I guess
did he influence
like earlier 2000s?
Maybe this is a
Oh, for sure. He influenced
conspiracy theory. T-Pain is actually the inspiration for this album.
Co-writer.
Fun fact: the first commercial use of autotune in a major pop song was "Believe" in 1998.
Cher, right?
Do you believe?
And another fun fact: autotune was actually developed by a guy that was studying earthquakes, and it was
fascinating.
It was originally developed as a way to send sound waves like through the earth and like get almost like a sonar, but like for earthquakes.
That is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Modern pop was born.
Like it was just like a mistake. He was just like, "Oh wait, you could like run a voice to this, and it sounds crazy." And then
that's fantastic.
I'm here for all the fun facts, guys.
Great. Those are fun facts.
Track number 15. I don't have anything witty. Field of Daggers.
In this unending war, I've lost so many brothers. The coldest hours come before morning.
So okay. Can y'all explain to me? I'm really confused by there's the multiple releases of this album.
Oh yeah.
Because this to me feels like the end of the album.
I feel like it should be.
Yeah, this is proper. I feel like this is. I mean, on the track list, this is the last song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is like 5.5 minutes long. It's like it feels weird to have a 5.5 minute song on this record and then have two more songs. I was like, what?
A 5 minute track 15, and then
right, exactly.
Yeah. No, this is the proper.
But when I was like, this feels like it was originally intended as like the closing track.
Yes,
so.
Correct.
Yeah, we went over a little bit that before you were on too. Josh walked us through the different endings,
multiple releases,
differing by the record companies they were with at the time.
Okay.
Because I was very confused about that as well.
Yeah, this just feels like a closing track. I like it as a closing track.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
I could skip the last two.
Yeah, I don't count those two as actual.
Okay, cool. Are we going to talk about them, or is this the end of the episode?
I feel like this is the end of the episode. I think.
Thank God.
I was curious, though.
We could.
Well, I'll wait for that.
Yeah. I also think this is a great end to the record.
Yes, this is my third favorite song.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. I love the string outro, bookends the string intro, very nice. Which I'm sure that's what MLT was thinking.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good song. I like it.
I don't have a ton of like notes on it other than like it just feels like it gives you everything you need to like close out this pretty like emotional like this journey of a record that you've been on. Like you're like, yeah, this is the proper ending that it needed.
Yeah, it looks back right on the war and the loss and like the rain,
but then also it also feels clean. Like we were talking about earlier, like the moral gray of like because I feel like he references a lot throughout the record of like, oh no, like my promises to God and things like that, and like feeling weird about having to kill other people, and then now this is like, okay, well this is like it's exciting, but it's also kind of Judgment Day. It's like, okay,
totally. I mean, even like the fact that he talks about rain, and then he talks about the catching every tear of mothers in mourning, like using that water illusion two different ways. Like water is like redemption, but water also is like an expression of grief and loss. Like, he's definitely holding both the real like weight and impact of violence, war, conflict, tension, suffering, and also saying like we can move on from this even at our in our darkest moment. Which is cool. It feels like a very fitting and grounded closing track, and the outro is rad as hell.
Oh, it's so good. It's perfection to me.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Well, and to your point, TJ, like in verse 1, they say field of daggers and sons of heaven. And then in verse 2, they say fields of flowers and sons of battle. So like there's opposite juxtaposition. Like I thought that was fascinating. Like to me, I take this song as like the war to end all wars. Like when, obviously not to get too theological, but like from the perspective of the writers, like it's very, like you said, Judgment Day, like the Lord's going to come back and he's going to judge all, and all of these wars will be put to rest. And like, so to me, I think it like takes us out of the like World War II-esque setting of everything else and sees everything in light of this other thing that's impending.
Putting all of that in context.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like this whole time you thought we were talking about these minor like lowercase w wars, but in fact it's this like kind of grand overarching thing. Which is a cool writing device to use to close an album that already felt kind of epic. You're like, oh, it was like even bigger. The concept was even like larger than you pictured. That kind of works for me on a personal level, but like I respect it as a writing like process or approach and a way to craft an album.
For sure.
It's impressive. And there's a lot of those interpolations and like flips, like the pronoun flip that I mentioned earlier and the one that you just mentioned, Bethany, that I really love. Like, I feel like it's easy coming from the perspective of someone who writes songs, tries to write songs, at least. I feel like it's easy to get stuck in each verse being its own little thought bubble or world, and you can lose track or like lose
the connectedness between the two.
Yeah, the connectedness in the world that you started building with the first verse. And I feel like they are really good at keeping things,
the continuity,
really locked in and tied together. That continuity, is like really well crafted throughout this album. And I kept finding myself being like really impressed with that. So I appreciate that you noted those things, Bethany, because I couldn't keep track of all of it, but I was like,
I know there's so much. It was
hitting me, and I was like, this is great. So, yeah, and this is no exception.
Well, and I feel like for me, this song is like the peak of Tim's vocals. Like it shows off his range.
He's really soft, and then he hits those choruses hard.
First half of the first chorus, then he's got that grit and like rasp, like a very controlled. Like it's not quite into heavy vocals, but there's just so much raw power grit there. Yes, that I absolutely love. And then like the halftime on the end of the bridge, and then like the amazing instrumental outro with like an almost Spanish guitar situation. Like that's like kind of strange in context of the whole thing, but like I love it. It works. So yeah, I just love this song.
Yeah. In an interview, they were talking about how it ends on an unresolved chord, which they said kind of further emphasizes that the end is not the end.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they decided to tack on 2 more tracks.
Yeah, and then they said, and then also that we have a hidden track, so it really wasn't the end. We fooled you.
Yeah, we're on a new label.
Do you want to talk about those briefly? I don't know. We don't have to.
Well, it's just so interesting because on Spotify, they don't have The Young and the Brutal on there. They have the New Moon and Ghost. So it's just very strange. And also, so I listened to New Moon. I had actually never heard those last 2 before. And New Moon, I don't know if any of y'all listened to them, but it literally sounds like Paul Meany from Mute Math. It doesn't sound like him.
Like Tim's voice sounds like Paul?
Yes.
Interesting.
I could hear it a little bit.
Yeah, I could kind of hear that.
If you listen to the whole thing, there's several moments where I was like, Paul,
what are you doing?
Is that you?
That's funny.
Are you on tour right now?
Moon
Math.
Be right there.
I can see that.
TJ's a big Moon Math guy. Yeah.
Maybe instead of turning into a werewolf, he turns into Paul Meany.
I love that. He's a were meanie.
We need official CJ and Wear Meanie shirts. I need to commission that illustration from Joe.
Yes, please.
And it's got to be like Tim. Like the first image is Tim playing a keyboard, and then as he flips, he turns into Paul. He's like so flipping over the keyboard.
Yes.
Oh,
I love it.
Very nice.
Yeah. I really liked Ghost. That was almost my favorite song on the record.
Oh, cool.
Almost sounds like a country song.
Yeah.
So I can see why you like it.
I liked it. Yep. Well, this I also feel like has a lot of the AJ's like Bruce Springsteen influence of like having like these characters go through just terrible situations in their songs.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, lyrically, this could work on Nebraska.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, or Ghost of Tom Joad or something.
Yeah, dude, it gets so like dark. Like I'm like, Mama, I love you too. I'm gonna make you proud. One day, a month before I got out, they told me Mama passed away.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, man! It's it's heartbreakingly gorgeous.
Poor guy.
All right,
and it feels like a completely different band.
Yeah, it does. 100%.
Which is awesome. Like mad respect to House of Heroes for the variety.
But it reminds me of what is it? Fireworks off of Polarity. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
the last song on Polarity.
Yeah,
where they do that too. Where it's like, let's just do something totally different.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. See, so now that they officially have, because the Knockdown Dragouts was like their B-sides record that they released in 2013.
And both
now
of these
that those songs are on there, along with Young and the Brutal, they should just take these off of the album, I feel like, on streaming, and just be like, hey, these are the 15 songs on this record.
Agreed.
Just so that people who don't know aren't be like, what happened here at the end? Yeah.
Yeah, like me. I was like, what is this?
And me.
Wait, is this the end? Or is this the end? This was the end?
There you go.
Still not the end.
All right, y'all, we did it. We listened to The End Is Not the End by American rock band House of Heroes. So let's do our final flop or bop verdicts. Josh, what order should we go in? You as the host should decide.
Me as the host. Wow.
The host, they got revoked.
Yeah, I want to go me, Kylan, Bethany, TJ.
All
Wait,
right.
what? I wasn't listening. When am I going? Just tell me when I go.
You go second.
It's not first. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I was busy making Josh the co-host.
I know. I'm the only one that noticed that, probably. So this was really fun for me because I honestly had not listened to House of Heroes in a long time. And I went through, whenever my wife was pregnant with Keller, I went through and like purged a lot of my CDs to like make room and then also like try to make some money. And House of Heroes was not one of the bands that survived the purge other than Cold Hard Want because no one wanted to purchase it. So I still have it, which is the first one I bought from them. So it's kind of cool that I still have that one.
Nice.
But yeah, so I hadn't really listened to House of Heroes in a while until getting ready for this. And I was like, I forgot how much I really liked this record. Like it's really, really good. And not just in a way that I like was like, oh, I remember really liking this record in 2012, 2013 or whatever. Like that Josh really liked this record. Like I got to listen to it again and enjoy it and be like, oh, I remember liking this record a lot. And then also like I get to enjoy it now because I think it's aged extremely well. I think I still have some like I would maybe cut still like Faces and then potentially or no, definitely Drown, but maybe like you could even Faces and stuff like that. But no, I think it's great. And then after our conversation with AJ has only increased my respect for this record. And it's just been cool that this is like the one record that like everyone has been like requesting for us to go in like to talk about, and it's a fitting one to be like the most requested record. I feel like something that maybe didn't get its due with the band for a band that should have been bigger and definitely had the talent to get there.
Oh yeah,
and had the chops in all the categories. Also, just handsome guys. You know, they had everything. You know, why weren't they huge? So. It's definitely a big bop for me. I really enjoyed it. It's been fun getting to cover it twice, which is a first for the show. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. I guess we did that for DC Talk too. And then kind of did for Jars of Clay. But in different capacities.
In another universe.
In another
I don't think that was in this universe.
Yeah. So I can happily say that I can bop you now. The end is not the end.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. So House of Heroes were never one of my bands. Like I'd never listened to a full House of Heroes album until this show. Yeah, I know, right? There's a lot to love on this record. I will say I'm pushing up a little bit against the length. I think they should have tightened it up a little bit.
We've learned you can blame Mark Lee Townsend for that.
I will. I'll DM him after this. Yeah, and it's a little too swingy overall for me to like call this like a classic for me, like something I'm going to revisit a lot. Lyrically, there was a lot of interesting stuff. And like I said, I'm not really a lyrics guy, but the way that this album was produced too, like, and the singer, like his melody choices and things like that, really highlighted the lyric, like made it easy to like tune in to like what they're saying, which I that's a harder skill than I think people realize, especially. But I think they really benefited, and I do actually remember talking about this with AJ, just the dynamic of the lead singer's not the main lyricist. But did we? Yeah, because so AJ wrote most of the lyrics and he was the bassist. So did we talk about how House of Heroes is basically Christian Fall Out Boy?
I don't think we did talk about that. How did we not draw that comparison?
Because I mean, that's basically that's Fall Out Boy's writing dynamic as well.
Right.
And I think there is something to be said. I don't know. I've found like so the country album that Jen and I have been working on for forever. The majority of the lyrics she wrote, and I did find it easier to find ways to try to highlight those lyrics as opposed to stuff that I write myself. And I think that's a really cool dynamic that I think really, really worked, especially because there are a lot of like heavy themes on this album. So that being said, if I were to flop this, would you guys be mad at me?
That's immaterial, buddy. You got to go with your gut.
Okay, well, if I lose control and flop it, will you guys be upset?
We're going to send you on a journey into space if you flop it.
If I leave you now, will you guys be upset? I don't know. It feels dangerous to flop this record.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to end up in the Valley of the Dying Sun.
I'll be by your side regardless, Kylan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I didn't get to do this at the beginning, so I'm trying to shove it in.
Make up for lost time.
It's a bop. It's a bop for me. It's a good,
excellent,
good time.
Had us going there.
Good time record.
Nice.
I need a good time record shirt now. All right, that's it for me.
Yeah, it's certainly a bop for me. It has stood the test of time. Is
that why you're guesting on this episode? Do you like this album?
Oh, I love this album. This was one that I had told Josh like 3 years ago that I would love to cover with you guys.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's, and I told them earlier, I mean, I probably listen to most of the songs on this record once a year with my sisters, like inevitably if we're on a road trip somewhere. So
it does feel like a good road trip album.
For sure. My car dash has stood many a beating from sisters accenting syncopated rhythms and many a thing. But yeah, no, it's an absolute bop for me. It's nice that it has a mix of nostalgia and just like current enjoyment. Like I said earlier, I just am so impressed with the amount of lyrics that they effectively fit into decently short songs. Like nothing is annoyingly repetitive to me, save for maybe one or two moments. It just, I think it has everything. It's got heavy themes. It's got messages of hope. For me as a Christian, like thinking of things in light of eternity is always like it's uplifting, and just the musicality of it, the harmonies, the gang vocals, like sparkly guitar moments, like unexpected accents. Like for me, it hits all the notes of an album that's interesting enough to listen to for that long a period of time and still find things to enjoy that feel fresh. So 10 out of 10 for me.
Love that.
Yep.
All right, TJ.
Yeah. It all comes down to this. This is a big old flop. I hated this album, and that's why I wanted to cover it.
You were complaining the whole time.
No, man, I gotta bop this hard.
Wow.
You know, for a lot of the same reasons Bethany mentioned. I think there's like so much musicality that features across this album. Great production. You got the MLT. You got the J.R. McNeely. A killer band. I love what you brought up, Kylan, about the bassist and singer dynamic, like the bassist lyricist, and how that creates like an interesting dynamic and creates interesting songs. And as we mentioned earlier in the episode, Josh, like
TJ, have you ever like played, like not like covers, but have you ever like written a song that someone else has written lyrics to?
I've co-written with a couple people, and it's very fun. And I like that it gives you a fresh perspective on like how you approach singing, like writing the rest of the song. Like that it's very conversational. It's like a dialogue. I'm gonna write
you a song, and then you need to make it for me.
Okay, I love that.
Interesting experiment.
Yeah, no, that's great. But they just really showcase a lot of talent and skill and passion and intuition throughout this album. And obviously the production's there. What I was going to say earlier is like Josh, as we named, there's like a hybrid of like the pop format, like the pop songwriting, and the weird, more avant-garde, like linear songwriting. Like there's a fusion that you see across this album that's just really compelling and keeps you on your toes. Like you said, Bethany, like all those weird accents and things that come up. So many reasons to love this album. Not to mention, AJ was a scholar and a gentleman when he came on, and I have to imagine the other guys are great. It's always nice when you get to meet some of the folks that worked on the album and they turn out to be sweeties. So that was a delight. But yeah, the album's great. I wish that I could have discovered it in the, halcyon days of 2008, 2009, but I didn't. But sooner or later, I did fall in love with this excellent album. It was never an if. It was always going to be a win. And this album will never leave you now. It will be with you always.
All of that from Codename JT. Yes, Josh.
That's right.
You'll never know who he was. TJ, I know you love being put on the spot and forced to rank things. So it's definitely what I'm not going to do. Or am I?
Okay, great.
No,
Thanks
I'm just curious. I don't know if you have like a short list of like albums that like we've covered on the show that like maybe you knew about or you weren't as exposed to or you learned about for the first time that like you've like that have been some like your favorite discoveries. I don't know if this record is up there with those and where like what is maybe like some of your other ones and where this falls in with them. I don't know what those are for you.
I'm having trouble calling others to mind at the moment. This would be an interesting segment for our 2025 like review episode, I think. But this is definitely like topping the list. It's like 1, 2, or 3 of the whole show, like so far.
Like
easily,
discoveries,
I can say with confidence. Yeah, correct.
Because the only other ones that come to mind for me
are
not
surprised by that.
Larry Norman. Maybe to an extent, I could make the argument that A Collision.
Yeah. I mean, I was familiar with some of that album, so I would say this is like one of those that I just didn't really know at all, and kind of blew me away, which is so fun. I love that.
Stereotype B by Kevin Max. That's the beauty.
Podcast.
Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about this podcast.
That's the beautiful thing, Kylan.
Bethany, is there anything else you want us to know?
Just that she'll be back for Jump 5.
Yes, I will definitely be back for Jump 5. That will be so much fun. No, this was awesome. Thank you guys for having me back on. It was such a fun album to re-listen to and discuss with you guys. So thank you for
honest question, Bethany. Honest review. You were one of our very first guests. You're on volume 12, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right.
And this is going to be what, Josh? Like 150?
156, I think.
6? Something like that? How are we? Are we good?
Fantastic.
We're doing okay.
Are we better?
I'll write my constructive criticism and mail it to you afterwards.
Mail it to Church Hymns Now headquarters.
Okay.
Actually, put it in a comment on Apple Podcasts if you would.
Yeah.
There you go.
Honestly, great for everyone.
No, you guys are doing awesome. I feel like you've hit your niche and the discussion is always lively. So as a listener, it's fun.
Good. All right.
Excellent. Well, it's always
one of your first Patreon supporters outside of the Mom Squad.
That's true. Yeah. We appreciate that.
I'm an OG.
Thanks for indulging in my insecurity. All right. If you enjoyed this, we have more nonsense like it at our Patreon at patreon.com/churchhamesnowpodcast. And of course, from all of us here, the CJN crew, may all your favorite bands stay together. Peace out on prayers.